Growing up, I was laughed at. I was talked about. Folk picked at the way I walked, how I talked, what I wore, and the classes I was in during school. And in the process, I internalized those statements to me, and I lived them out to the point where there were times when I would stand in front of a mirror and everything they said about me and everything they said to me, the mirror would reflect that back to me, and I would reflect it back to the mirror. So it was a sense of harmony happening right before my eyes. If someone said that I was, poor, the mirror would reflect a poor kid. Someone said that I was, not great looking at the time, the mirror would reflect a kid who's not great looking. If someone said that I had a speech impediment, then the mirror would reflect a person with a speech impediment. And it wasn't long after that whatever was in the mirror and the person that stood in front of the mirror, me being at that time, we became one. I became the safety deposit box for all things negative that people said about me. It wasn't until later on in life that I placed myself in an environment with different people who had positive things to say. And over time, those positive deposits became what drove me to change that image in the mirror. And years passed and time came and it went, and the image in the mirror no longer was the same image that I had years prior. So when someone said, "Hey, Keone, you can't read, you can't spell, you can't dress accordingly," years later, I became something different. Why? Because someone spoke positive into me. And in the process, again, that image in the mirror became different. And that's what we have to do in life. Whatever we want, when we want it, and how we want it, we must first have that conversation with that person in the mirror. It doesn't matter where you come from and how long you've harbored the image or the initial image that you don't want. What matters is that you have that conversation at some point in your life before you expire. Because only then can you change the outlook of who you are and the effectiveness of what you can do to help a community, to help your mentees, to help your family, and to help your friends. So I'll say to anyone out there, when you feel as if you want to change, when you feel as if you're tired of living that life or living someone else's life, the first step, the first place, the first opportunity should be you looking at the image in the mirror and daring to change it. That's what I did. It worked. It worked. It worked.